Good morning,
Yes.
good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the tube. And here is the halfway report, well, review, analysis, whatever you want to call it, of Doctor Who, the 15th regeneration, and season 2. So, with me today is Lord Donkey. How are you, my friend?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing real well. So, I think we'll just, I think we'll just put what our overall thoughts are, and then we'll go to analysis. So, what are your thoughts so far into season 2?
Uh, Less of a bumpy road than last season, I feel like. The first episode was a little hit or miss, but then it got some footing, I feel like, and there have been some still having episodes where uh, the villain or the solution is very simple or very obvious, but I feel like now, at least with the last two episodes where we've gotten the big reveals, um, things have picked up. So um, I'm interested to see where it's going. I think it's a good thing we're looking at it now at this spot where they finally made the big reveal. So spoilers ahead if you've not seen the Interstellar Song Contest.
Yeah, so spoilers if you've not seen the series, please go and watch the series and then come back to this. Um, Overall, it's been a bit hit and miss for me personally, just because it just seems to be like a message show rather than to tell a good story show. And personally, I'd rather it was to tell a good story show and then you can have a message on top of that. That's just me personally. I mean, it's not that I'm
Yeah.
against the message. I'm totally not. It's just that if I'm watching if I'm watching a film, a movie, a TV series, I want a good story, and I think that's what's been kind of lacking. I mean, uh, Shooty is probably better than it was in the first season. I'll probably agree with you there, and I
Yeah.
have enjoyed particular episodes. It's just that some of the storytelling has just been not great. Um,
Mhm.
However, the last episode was really great. So, like,
Yeah.
um, I suppose I'll go first, and I'll just say like the really good things about it have been like the chemistry between Shooty and Lydia Chowdhury. Sorry, I don't know what the
Mhm.
actual actress's name is. It Verinda something. I'm not quite
Oh,
sure.
I could look it
Yeah,
up. Um,
yeah, that's super.
yeah, Belinda's been great, I think.
Yeah,
Right off
yeah,
the
like
bat, she
um, it's
she
just as I
questioned.
said, like Mel Gibson was great and it was good, but I just could see her
Mhm.
going on to bigger and better things than Doctor Who. To be honest with you, not something off Doctor Who. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying, like I can imagine her having a film career like Karen Gillan had or has, or like just being like a major movie star somewhere.
yeah, yeah. I hope this leads to better for her. Um, and I liked from the beginning with her that she questioned the doctor immediately. Like he invites her in, like he's invited all the other companions since since beginning. Um, and she's like, "Wait, you're dangerous. Let's acknowledge that." And she doesn't want to travel with him. She just wants to get home.
Yeah,
And for a plot story device, we can't get home because home is now gone, May the 25th, 2025. So she's stuck with him. But they've grown on each other, it seems like.
yeah. Look, I love the chemistry. I love how much they seem to like gel, in a different way
Yeah.
than Shooty and Millie did.
Yeah.
Um, And I like that Millie came back in one episode. I'd just rather that if she's going to be around, if she's around for a lot more. But I understand that she's probably like
Mhm.
filming other stuff, and that's probably why she's not in a lot of the series. If I
Yeah.
was to guess, I mean, I don't really know, but from what I understand,
Yeah.
she's filming a new adaptation of the Forsyth saga, so she's probably
Okay.
very busy doing that.
Gotcha. I didn't hear
Um,
what she's up to, but yeah, I think that episode that Millie was in was a great case for let's have a unit spinoff,
yeah, absolutely.
and it would work well. if they finally go along with it, because they could just have Kate as the lead, and then the companion of the week from any companion that's still alive, really. Um, that would be interesting.
Well, yeah, I'd totally agree with that. Or maybe even if they were to bring Torchwood back, I'd be 100% behind that.
Yeah,
But yeah, the good episodes for me, I don't know. I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for you. The best one for me personally. Well, I like the well, just because I like the fact that the monster you can't really see it, and people think it's
yeah,
so that the person who plays it is a well, she's a deaf actress. She's actually a legit deaf actress.
okay,
To the point that she won. I think it's Dancing on the Stars over where you are. It's called Strictly Come Dancing over here. She won it over here, and she's actually deaf. So that's impressive. And the thing is, she's a really good actress as well. So like, you can see like the fear, the sort of like how much toll this like the fact that this monster has latched itself onto her has been, and I really like that.
trying to pull up a list of the episodes. Or do you have
That's the
that?
well. That was number. I think it's number 3 or 4. I think. Yeah, number 3. It was after Lux.
Okay. Um, let's see. Yeah, I as a successor to Midnight, also, they had that flash of David Tennant on screen from Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good touch, and I think a lot of people, myself included, over here, went over to the to stream that episode on the other platform, and it it's interesting to see the two as like one as an evolution of the other. So I like that Russell is bringing back pieces from his earlier time
Yeah.
in a good way. But um, like you said, that the episode, or I guess the story around it, I feel like we're really constrained this season, and that may be something we can talk about longer later on. But I
I agree.
just
Disagree.
checked earlier; it's 8 episodes this season, and we were used to 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So they're cutting out a lot of stuff during a single season, cramming more into one, and I think that's hurting it.
Well, I agree to a degree. Um, I think it just might just be because they've got a tight schedule. And people
Mhm.
aren't
It's the nature of
always available
streaming.
because we like I think Shooty is directed is filming other stuff while he's doing Doctor Who. Mel Gibson definitely is.
Yeah,
I think the person who played Belinda has been. I'm not sure if she's shooting because she's in Andor, so I'm not sure if she's been filming Andor and this.
you know,
So
I'm pretty sure they filmed season 1 and 2 for Shooty after the 60th, all at
all right,
once.
yeah,
So
yeah, but
I think that was detrimental
from what I
also.
understand, like the actress playing Belinda, she's
Yeah.
because she's in Andor. She I don't
Okay.
know whether she had to go away to go shoot that, and that's why we're getting such a small season. Probably yeah. It's the same thing with Shooty. Like he's doing other stuff other than Doctor Who. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's unfortunately what you get with Doctor Who is that when actors are up and coming and they start being busy, they've got less time to film. Because usually
Yeah,
what
that's
happens with
true.
that Doctor Who is the thing that lets them be in other stuff, whereas this time they were up and coming before they were in Doctor Who. So now
Yeah.
unfortunately Doctor Who is suffering. But saying that though, I don't know. I personally like a little bit of a tight story because it lets us tell a more compact story. Like I like the fact that they're teasing Susan coming back in it. Spoilers if anyone is
Yeah.
like the fact
I,
that they're actually like showing flashes of the actress who played Susan. So I don't know her real name. Sorry, is it Carol something?
oh,
The real. Anyway, she like they keep on showing her. I'm like,
Carol Ann Ford.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if she does not show up this season, I'll be really surprised because like they've been teasing it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm like, We did dealt with it a lot last season, and then it's like
Hmm.
it would just be great to see her back because, like, A, she's still alive, and B, she'll probably be glad to do it. I mean, she still
She,
loves the series and stuff like that. So
yeah, she was mentioned so much last season, and then they
yeah,
didn't bring her back. And they had Susan Triad as the "Ha, gotcha, not we're not
yeah,
touching Susan." I think that made everyone disappointed last season, but uh, bringing her and that looked like a fresh shot because it was inside the new TARDIS.
yes,
So I think and I I shouted when when Susan appeared because and my husband's sitting there like he doesn't know who that is or what's going on, but I shouted when she came on the screen. So I think they are going to bring her back because the times that she was flashing on screen was when the Doctor was getting dark.
yes,
And if you go back and watch our reviews last season, my main complaint was okay, I like the 15th Doctor, but he's not getting any of that darkness that Matt or Ten had at the end of their seasons
agreed.
or their time, and that changed last night.
Yeah,
The Doctor was straight up torturing someone,
yeah,
which I can't
um,
remember any of the other Doctors doing.
yeah. That,
Well,
that
maybe
was
from
that was
classic,
pretty
but
rough.
that was I don't know. He's usually doing something morally questionable, like with the family of blood, where he punished them all in an individual way. But just going low for the torture was new. I'm not saying it. I don't know. I'm not saying it
I
was a
mean,
great thing or a bad thing, but for his
yeah, I mean,
character,
yeah, I mean, to me, the problem with the series has been there's just been too much on the nose. Like the first episode was just like, oh, for heaven's sake, like when the robots come in and we get Belinda and they
mhm.
transport her to flaming
I
uh
thought I thought we were
flaming
in
the
Big
Matrix or
Hero
what it is that
Six sequel.
the planet that they take her around and like she's returned and like um and it turns out that the big robot is actually the person she was on a date with. I'm like, what? And then it turns out this guy is just jealous of the fact that he didn't get a second date. I'm like, what in the actual hell are you do, Doctor Who? Like, I mean, like, I have enough with Andrew Tate in real
That
life. I don't
yeah,
need like a Doctor Who you're standing for him. You know what I mean?
that
Like, and then
yeah.
she says Planet of the Incels. I want to throw a remote at the TV screen after that.
Doctor Who has said the word incels.
I know.
That's
It's like
great.
it's like, look, all of us agree that incels are bad, but they don't just whack it in my face.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like,
No.
because like they could have told an interesting story about like how AI might be a threat and stuff like that. I mean, like, because people are genuinely
Yeah.
afraid of that,
In a
and
new
they
fashion
could
that's
deal with that. Yeah,
fresh.
they could have dealt with that. No, they'd rather just talk about this thing that's gonna go away soon, which is this whole flaming incel culture thing, which is a passing
Well,
trend. Well, I think it is anyway.
yeah. So the funny thing about the first episode, Robot Revolution, uh, this is a good example of where Russell has a good idea, has a decent story idea,
Yeah,
mucks it up with how it's executed, and it turns out, I don't know, okay, I'd probably give that episode a 7. Um,
I'd probably give it a 6.
okay, that's fair.
I mean,
Um,
I prefer the second one because I thought that was really
yeah.
creative. I mean, like, because like it reminded me a lot of Cuphead. If you ever played that game,
Oh
it
yeah,
reminded me a
Cuphead.
lot of it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, because I mean that animated thing is just annoying. Mister
Yeah.
Regan thing. Oh God, I just strangle him. And
Uh,
I mean, the only thing I said I think that should have happened is that they were talking about what was going on in the 1950s. I'm like, look, we know. It's like we know
yeah.
about it. It's like you don't have to tell us. A lot of people actually live through it are still alive today. So like, no. It's like just get on with telling a good story because like I thought that had probably one of the strongest stories ever because like the fact that the
Yeah.
projectionist was working with Lux because he was bringing his dead wife back to life for him to interact with. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Thinking more about that.
yeah. Well, I think they have to touch on it, and they have a whole episode coming up that we'll talk about that really touches on it. That was done well, and so if it's done well, I think it doesn't interfere with the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
With
I think
Lux,
I discussed the one where I thought it was basically Alien. Well, it was a sequel to Midnight, which is a pretty decent. But I thought it was better than Midnight just because Rose.
oh the well, yeah.
Is it Alien Ellis was really good in it, and like she. I mean, like the bad thing I didn't like is the fact that like it had maybe stuff on the it had subtitles for like it's like I don't know about you, but like most deaf people that I know of can read lips or try to read lips to a
Hmm.
degree.
Yeah,
So like, but apart from that, it was great. Like I love the Invisible Monster. So what did
yeah.
you think?
For the well, we let's see. It trying to think back because it's been a little bit. So the it was kind of evident from the beginning that the commander was going to sacrifice herself. So
Yeah,
again, it's like there are complex plot points and an interesting concept that you know isn't always put through the best with this new RTD2 era, but I think it worked out well in the end. It was interesting. I mean, it's always good to see the the lower ranking person on the team try to usurp and then immediately dies.
yep,
So he got what was coming to him real quick in that one, and no, it was touching that she sacrificed herself to save everybody, um, and it kind of left it hanging for a future episode, which I'm
yeah,
fine with that. That and the like the Vash Narada, those villains are good because they are so mysterious
yeah.
and they haven't explained them away. So
Yeah,
like the
but plus the thing
angels,
is with the Vash, to be honest, I want to see the Vashina around the back because they're an enemy you
if
can't kill.
if they
Because,
revisited the library, I would be so happy.
because
They
I
could
mean,
bring back
you got to think
Lucifer.
as a concept how scary that is. That you can't go into the
Yeah,
dark, otherwise you get eaten. It's just like, and you don't know what part of the
yeah.
dark they are, and it's just like, and plus they can animate bones and stuff like that. It's just like that is just so creepy
Chicken
when you
bone.
think about it. And so they need to
Yeah,
do more with that.
and
Um,
that and this was a good example of the doctor didn't win. The doctor
no,
just got everybody, or not everybody, but got some
we get
people
most
out.
people out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the doctor doesn't always win, and that shows
that's
that
important
he's
to
not perfect.
yeah, and he's not just all powerful
No.
because he does lose sometimes.
Then we had the one where Mel Gibson actually come back with her
Yeah.
boyfriend. Now he knows the piss out of me, so I didn't really watch a lot of this because every time he started speaking, I wanted to punch the screen. But what did you think about it?
Oh, that one. They had me fooled from the beginning that he's a nice guy and he's got this
No, I knew he
podcast.
wasn't.
Yeah, well, about halfway through, oh wait, something's going on. So, I liked that. This well, it's the second time this season, then, along with Lux, that we had basically a stupid bro as the villain,
Yeah.
and I think that's a good thing for for Doctor Who to have the bro as the villain. Like,
Yo, bro.
bro, I'm gonna become an AI supercomputer god because you wouldn't date me. Bro, I'm gonna take down Unit because why? What was his reasoning? I don't even
I can't
remember.
remember.
Um,
That's
He
how
would,
stupid it was. I can't remember.
yeah, like
Um,
it seemed like from the beginning he was actually doing something good and shining a light on the Doctor's companions and unit. But I mean, the fact that there is a podcast group government group questioning unit, great. But the fact that he got into Unit Tower with a gun and that it
no,
went that far, I mean, it's believable, to an extent, I guess, that something like that could happen. But we're rooting for Unit here, and I mean, Kate got pretty dark in that episode too, and I love any episode that they bring her back. So
yeah.
um, yeah, she's the real
Anytime Gemma
constant.
Redgrave's in it, it's like it reminds me of how
Yeah,
good she is. So
she's been a constant since the 50th now,
yeah.
or even before, I forget. But she does such a great job. Yeah.
Then we get number 5 where he goes to Lagos in Nigeria.
Hmm.
Um, this is the one where I was just like, why are we here? Um, but I did enjoy aspects of this. Like I enjoyed his interactions with people in
Yeah.
Nigeria. I just I just wish it was a better story. You know what I mean?
Um, I know I liked this one. It it explored the Doctor in this new body and his
Yeah,
um, being black this time around. Because that he said specifically like that because he has and they reference the fugitive Doctor, which I wish that she had a little bit more than just a cameo, but it was nice to see her back as well. Um, uh, the concept from a higher level though, the that he's fighting the gods, that he's trying to become this storyteller and wipe the gods out of existence. Um, that was a little questionable, but I enjoyed the barbershop
yeah.
scenes and the streets
I think it's somebody with a very high opinion of themselves, trying to write anti-theistic bullshit. That's what I think it is.
yeah.
But like that's just my personal opinion.
It
Um,
was a little Star Trek Five. Let's go find God.
and let's go fight him. Yes, it did feel like
Yeah,
that to me as well.
yeah,
Um, but here, well, I'm with you. I thought last night's episode, which I watched a couple of times, was great. Like it reminded me a
I
lot
need to
of.
rewatch it. It was so good.
It
Go
reminded
ahead.
me a lot of The Fifth Element in a lot of ways. I mean, you probably
Mm,
don't know who Ryland is, so like
I don't,
he
but
he's literally like I think he did X Factor I think over here, and then like from there he's just become like the presenter to go to. So he's done
he's like
like
a Ryan
morning
Seacrest.
shows and stuff like that. Yeah, he actually does do Eurovision when they do it over here and stuff like that.
Mm,
So like
yeah,
it was good to see him. He's obviously a Doctor Who fan. You can tell it from his reaction. But I mean, seriously, like it
that
was,
intro too.
yeah. Just
What year
like
is it? What's the stadium called?
it's Retief, all right, and all that stuff. It's like, yeah. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the. I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this episode. For a start, like
Yeah,
I just like the fact that it's based on starts at a space station. It's also like, all right, so we're basically doing Die Hard with Doctor Who. Okay, I could go with this.
I hadn't looked at it like that. That's 100% Die Hard Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Um,
like that. The bad thing is that blonde guy who's the main villain. He's terrible. Like he's like going, I'm gonna. And it's like you could get somebody who could do basically Aaron Rick. You just had to have this very generic blonde guy and his girlfriend going,
yeah,
because we're gonna flee this planet. It's just like going, oh great, that's what we want. And then a lot of people try and go out and stuff like that. I love it. Um, I really love the fact that what you were saying before, like we saw a dark side of the Doctor, like he started torturing people.
finally.
He was like flaming, like he was just probably losing his temper and getting angry. And we're going, this is the first time that the Doctor was not to be messed with. It's like oh shit. I mean, we've not seen this side of the Doctor, and it's like if
Not
the shooting
this,
could do more of this, it would be a great show.
and that's why I think it's bad for Doctor Who that they filmed both of these seasons at the same time, because
Yeah.
if we could have gotten some welcome to Die Hard Doctor Who, welcome to the TARDIS, pal.
Yes.
Who are we pushing off the top of um what's the building in London, the tallest building there? They've had it in the show before. The Shard?
Probably like they could throw him off the Burj Khalifa and flaming like Malaysia. They could throw him
Oh,
off
I
the
meant like
flaming.
throw him off the biggest, tallest building in London.
The tallest building in
I
London.
know,
No,
yeah, I know it's
I think that
Nakatomi,
would
but
be no. Either London Eye or it'd be Big Ben. It'd be one of the two.
okay, yeah.
But yeah,
Throw
like
throw
yeah.
Davros off the top of that building.
Oh, that would be me. But yeah,
Anyway,
this is the sort of thing I want. This is just like this was
yeah,
awesome, and the fact is that like you saw the Doctor get really down, as you said before, with the whole torturing thing, and the fact that
yeah,
he started getting really past, and then you started as soon as like as he was going down, he was seeing flashes of Bloody Susan in the TARDIS, and they're going,
right.
and he couldn't
And
control it, and I was just like going, I was like, oh, this is so good.
the elements were there for it. His companion was presumed dead,
Yeah,
and he was meant to protect her, and he just went off the deep end. Um, I like seeing the Doctor go dark like that, because we've seen it before, and it's part of who he is. Um, looking at looking at number 7 specifically, but
yeah,
uh, the way he was going dark, like hunting them down and saying, "I'm," when I say no, I mean no. Like he's the ultimate authority. That we're familiar with. That he was just torturing
yeah,
with electricity, essentially with light. Um, that was
yes.
a little weak to me, but happy to see any.
But it's because that species is sensitive to light. I
Oh,
think
is that
from
why?
what
Okay,
I was understanding about
okay,
it. I think from what I was managing to gather from it, yeah. And to be honest, spoilers for everyone who hasn't watched it. Well, you probably don't care at this point. Like, it was good to see Anita Dodson that because she's been turning up a lot of this, Mrs. Flood, whatever you
hmm
want to call her. And then what people have been speculating turned out to be true that it was the
hmm
Rani. And then we've got Archie. Is it Archie
Oh,
Punja
I
or
can.
Punjab or
I've
what her
got
name is?
the list up
Yeah,
here. I'll take a look.
she she's the new Rani.
Let me see.
It's actually
Yeah,
I
Archie.
see I've seen
Yeah.
her in a couple of things. Yeah, her name is definitely
Mm.
Archie. But yeah, she's in it and she's the new flaming Rani, which is I'm super up with. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this by
Yeah,
generation thing.
it's
It's
like the whole
cheesy.
Mavity thing. They have owned it, and they're just going with it. So now, anytime we see the Doctor regenerate, or any Time Lord, it's going to be a bi generation. Uh,
Yeah, if we see the Master regenerate, is he going to buy generate as well? Like,
well,
I
because the
don't get it.
Master left us with 13, so I don't know I don't remember what happened to that Master, but
I don't either
it,
because it was what's his name now? The bad guy from Iron Fist.
oh, I don't know. I only knew him from that.
Yeah,
But
I
it,
do.
it
But yeah,
will be interesting to
it's
see
just like
that regeneration, because of the difference in the Ronnie's bi-generation and the Doctor's bi-generation, because the Doctor's, oh, I'm better because you took time off and dealt with your mental health, and so 14 is just out there having dinner with Donna and her family, while 15's off fighting everything. But Ronnie, Anita Dobson's Ronnie, just becomes subservient to the new Ronnie because she
yeah.
because she is a Ronnie and Archie is the Ronnie. That was a great line.
Oh god, that made me roll my eyes
You didn't
so
like
much.
that?
It's like
Uh,
no. It's like because like Anita Dodson has been like kind of terrifying when she's going like she's there going
yeah,
everybody will and it'll end in terror and I'm just like going oh my god, it's like this is kind of awesome. Like, because I mean, Anita Thompson's kind of a legend over her anyway.
Yeah.
So like, but like, she's kind of been terrifying as well. Like,
She could have
and
had
now
her
they've got
time as yeah. She didn't really get to have her time in the spotlight as the Ronnie.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather that like maybe she was behind some of it, and maybe like she got electrocuted, and then that's what caused regeneration into. Actually, what's the last name? No, it begins with a P. I
Oh,
can't remember
Punjabi.
what it is. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, like it's just yeah. I'm interested to see where it goes. I mean, are we going to have a clash between Susan and Flaming?
That's the
The
big
Rani
question
is that where we're going?
because
That could be interesting to
yeah,
watch. As I said, we so I'm hoping by the end of the season we've seen Susan. If we haven't, I'll be really surprised because the amount of the Flaming teased it, the Flaming showed her everybody,
they have to show a
and the fact is the
reunion.
actress has said that she would do
Yeah,
it.
and she's been saying she'd do it for so long.
Yeah, apparently she's been wanting to come back for ages, but for whatever reason they said no, which is stupid.
Oh,
It's like yeah, she could have died before that, and I mean, thankfully, thank God she's still alive
yeah.
for us. But like, um, and to us, like, I'm interested to see where they go with the Ronnie now because the Ronnie I only remember from like the Colin Baker era,
Yeah, I was just going
which
back to
again was
rewatch that this morning. Um,
where it
the
was Kate
the mark
O'Mara.
of the
Yeah, like
Ronnie I
it's just
started
like
this
it's
morning.
yeah. I mean, seriously, like people psych off Colin Baker's run, and I think
Well,
it's unfairly so because like I thought he was really good. He's just giving shit material.
what was it?
Sorry, Colin
Oh
Baker.
yeah,
Sorry,
Colin. I forgot
I've
how
actually
he
met him
was
before.
as or how his doctor was. Always always going. Um, just anything that Perry would say, he'd say, "You don't do that," or he'd just have some comeback. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
he's probably the one I have the least watch time with. So what?
no, I love Colin
Yeah.
Baker. I mean, I've actually met him in real life, and
Oh,
he's
that's
lovely.
awesome. What
Um,
was so like the
yeah,
Ronnie back then? What? Because I know she's different from the Master, and that she's more focused on her research. And
yes,
what's she going to be
because
up
their
to?
research was kind of like genetic manipulation and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, but I mean, I'm hoping that they don't do like a vengeance thing against the Doctor because it's like that's not what her character
What?
is.
Where did the Ronnie leave off? Do you remember?
I don't know because I'm sure was it. I'm sure it might be against Sylvester McCoy,
Yeah, because I was looking up
his Doctor.
episodes where she started or where the Ronnie started, and um, she had episodes under 6 and 7. So
Yeah, I can't quite remember what happened with Dr. Sylvester McCoy's ones because I think that he might have done something to her, and maybe
'cause he
that's the reason
was,
why she's stuck on Earth.
I've been kind of working my way through the classic Doctors, and all I know about the seventh is that he's very very good at manipulation.
Yes,
So,
yeah. So, are you interested to watch the rest of the season?
oh,
As I said,
absolutely,
I'm going to probably carry on because after last night, because to be honest, last night was the one that kind of got me back
yeah.
into it because I've been kind of like losing my patience with it, just with like the over promotion of like, messaging and stuff like that. I'm just like going, just make a good story. And the thing is that it's the viewership's down, so it's not exactly helping the
Mhm.
product.
I'm excited. I think it'll be interesting to see how they use the Ronnie, what the
Yes.
Ronnie is up to, uh, how the Doctor is going to save the day, of course, and are we going to get any casualties? Because it's been a while since the Doctor has had a big sacrifice on their side.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, to be honest, I mean, if Bill Gibson is going away to Hollywood,
yeah,
that might be a
and
good way for
so
her to lead the
I did
series.
look up because I'm on IMDb. I looked up episode 7 and 8, and obviously not all the credits are in there yet. But Millie is in both episodes. So
Good. As I said, it'd be good to see her back because, anytime that Mel Gibson's in it, it's always good. I would love to see her because her chemistry with Belinda was good in the last episode. See, I've got to try. And find out the name of the actress who plays Belinda.
it's
I'm sure it
right
begins with a
here.
V, but
I don't know if I can pronounce without butchering. Irada Sethu.
yeah, that's fine. I'll know. Yeah, because the person from Andor. Yeah. So like,
We got to get on Andor.
yeah, but I thought their chemistry was really good because they were both like rolling their eyes about what the Doctor's doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
If you want a little bit more spoilers on episode 7, that has more cast members listed, but I can hold that to myself if you don't want to know.
yeah, please do
Okay.
so.
But it looks like it's going to be exciting. It's called Wish World. And then the Reality War. The Reality War keeps reminding me of Davros with the reality bomb.
Nice.
Probably not going to be any connection, but
I mean, to be honest, I want Davros to come back because again, like Davros to me is like probably the best villain they have because like he's so terrifying. Like especially when he's done properly.
and
Like as I said, like Davros is my favorite villain because he's like a Dalek, but he's actually like humans. That's kind of what makes him more terrifying.
Yeah, he's the man behind the Dalek.
Yeah, it's just like every time I see him, it's just like I can't remember who the first actor was for it, but like I remember watching the film in Genesis on the Daleks.
Rings around the top.
Yeah, just like whoever the actor was, it's just like his voice and his mannerisms for it was just so terrifying.
Yeah,
like
I've gone back and watched, I think, the Fourth Doctor's Davros episode, and obviously 10 and 12, and just 12 rolling in on Davros's wheelchair was the best. That might be why he's my favorite Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they're leading up to. And if we're going to get a season 3 with Ncuti, because
yeah, I mean, I've heard that he's not. I've heard from various sources that he's going to go off and do other stuff. Which, if he is, a fair play to him.
Good for him. Good to him.
Yes.
Be sad to see him go. But like they released that article the other day that Doctor Who will go on in its normal fashion for you guys, and the Disney deal may or may not continue. I don't necessarily care to see it continue, but as long as I still get to access it somehow, I'll be happy.
I'm just hoping it continues with a different actor. As in, if she needs to go off and do whatever he's going to do after it, then fine. But seriously, I want an actor who's going to do it for like 3 or 4 years at least. Well, 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing is that we were spoiled with Buddy Tom Baker doing it for 7 years. How long he did it for?
Try that man from the TARDIS, and he's still kicking.
Yeah, the guy's in his early 90s and still looks great. So I personally think he's probably going to regenerate this season into whoever the new actor is. Don't know who he's going to be. I'm hoping it's somebody good. I'm hoping that the writing improves. And what score would let's score it. So I'll go first. So out of 10, I'll give the season. I was going to give it a 6, but after last night, 7.
I think I'm just one step ahead of you still. I'll give the whole season so far an 8. That last episode I would give a 10. And
last episode I'll give it 10 as well.
Yeah. Let's see. I
Is it
don't.
the
I
first
think that's
episode?
the only one I'm giving a 10 so far in
10?
this series. Yeah,
Agree.
so far in the season, that's the only one I'm giving a 10. There were some other really good ones, but and then there was the Robot Revolution, which yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody in the comments, please let us know what you thought of Doctor Who so far. We'll probably come back to you when this particular season's over. And please
Yeah,
let us know what you
that would
think.
be the
So,
31st.
exactly. Please subscribe to YouTube. We are the channel that you kind of sort of might have heard of by now. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye bye.